I'm so excited. I'm at Ange home right now, so we're gonna do a video for you. First, we're gonna practice on the words you will see first, and then we're gonna do this one. We're gonna demonstrate how to do this. So I'm gonna let her tell us what to do. Yay!
So this is the final product, and I just used twin pens. So yeah, so that one.
Twin pen.
So they have two tips, and to show you so that it will be more obvious. So I can use this one. I'm using the thinner tip. So just that. It's just cursive. And then you don't need to be fast. And then the concept of this kind of calligraphy is whatever you wrote on a downstroke, it will be thicker. So to make it thicker, I can use this one, the thicker point. So all the downstroke I just repeated. So these are the downstrokes. So I just make it thicker to style it. So these ones. And then you can also use the pointed just to make it smooth if you want. So there are points that are not that smooth. You can smoothen it out just to make it nicer. And then this is another kind of calligraphy, which is just cursive and more much simpler, and you can also style it like level if you want. Just that, and as simple as that. And then for the highlights, you can do letterings like this. You can use the thicker part, workmanship. Work. It's just a very ordinary penmanship. And then you just make it thicker. The first, the left part, you just make it thicker to style it. And we use this kinds of letterings just so it will be highlighted. So if you want to write scriptures or verses and you want to highlight words, instead of highlighting it with crayons or colored pencil, you can highlight it using different font. So another style is this one. So it's a bit more narrow, and you can just write it longer. And then if your space is more narrow, you can use this kind of lettering, so all the lines are at the bottom.
We missed the A. It's okay.
Work
We get the concept,
Yeah.
the most important thing.
Yeah. I forgot about the word manship. So it's just that.
Beautiful.
Don't freak out if you commit mistakes. It's okay. You can sometimes you can also use pencil if you're not comfortable. So so it's erasable, and then yeah. So if you're not very comfortable yet, you can use pencil to create lines or to write on it before using permanent.
I like doing this because I find that when you trying to make it beautiful, you also slowing down to meditate the word.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I also find it very helpful. The reason why we're doing this is to help us to slow down again to meditate. So, great.
Yeah.
So the next one we're gonna show this one.
Okay. Okay, so this one, Abide in Me, is from John 15, and I just from the long passage, I just got one line that struck me, so I can just write it and remember that it's from Jesus. So writing it, it's just applying what we showed. And just very simple. And then you can use another point. So I just made a quotation, meaning that it came from Jesus. So what you can also do is to write like Jesus, to remind you that it's a line that Jesus said. And then you can use some colorings like flowers, just very simple ones. And I have these colors. You can buy ready colors, or this one I mixed with red and blue. So I like, because I like a more tame color. So this is watercolor, and I'm using a very thin point. So what I can do is just to start with these stems. So it's just like this, and then create flowers, create leaves of flowers that are very simple. So first I start with the stem, which is very thin, and then just a long stroke. And then for the leaves, I just go upward and then press it so it's the belly of the brush, and then up again so it looks like leaf. Again, one more. I just go upward and then press and then up again. So these are the parts that I press down the belly of the brush. And then one more. Up or down, downward. And then for the leaves, upward, press belly, and then up again. So upward, belly, and then up again. And then you can also draw something that is without leaves, like these two. It doesn't have leaves, so you can just create two downward lines that are overlapping so that it will be more creative. It doesn't need to be perfect, but yeah. And then we can use color blue, or now we can use probably red for the colors so that it will be brighter. If there's too much color on your brush, you can just blot it in the what do you call that? Tissue. Yeah. So this one is just very simple. I just it's like creating circle, and then I just do simple strokes like that. So I just create simple petals that are not, that doesn't necessarily need to be even. And then once it dries up, I can put the circle. So it's up to me on how I'm going, how huge it is. And then yes. Okay, so now we're going to create another flower. So it's just very simple. It's just like 3 strokes, and then that's it. And then another flower is just create 3 dots, and then you just 4 dots, and then yeah, you will just get more water to create that flower. And then the last one is just a very, it's like a bud. Similar to this, almost similar to the second one, but it's smaller. And then for this one, if you want to create an accent at the middle, you can just do this, or you can also use another color like brown. It's not coloring. Yeah, just to create that accent. And then if you want to style it also, the leaves or the bottom, you can just put a small thing there. And that's it.
Thank you, Ange.